FNAF 2 Golden Freddy Custom Night tutorial. So go to Custom Night. I know many of you are struggling on this. This is specifically for the version of what is it? Version 1.3 on Xbox, and it's also for PlayStation and PC as well. Because realistically, the only difference is the change of playing field. So I'm going to be going. I'm not going to replay it again. I can't physically replay it, but I'm going to show you optimized strats with video proof and video gameplay from my attempt run that I did, and I'm gonna show you how to beat each one. This is like the first type of tutorial video I've made, so I'm sorry if it's sloppy. Okay, this is the run where I actually beat it. I switched to YouTube. This is from my channel. This is my own video. Final Freddy 2, 1020 mode Xbox V 1.3, go to Freddy mode, beat it. This mode I've beaten, and I've actually searched up a bunch of YouTube videos, a bunch of different tutorials on how to beat it and stuff. I did use some of their tips, but I remember I came across a video of a guy literally telling me that he wasn't sure if it was beatable on version 1.3, but I've seen people beat it on 1.3, and I've also beaten it, and I'm just an average person. I'm a nobody. This is a video analysis, by the way. This is more of me trying to explain to you how I did it. First off, I want to talk about winding up the music box. When you wind up the music box, I actually say something in the comments about ticks. Pay attention to here, right here that I highlight, 7 ticks. One way you can do it, I slowed it down. One way you can do it is by watching the circle fill up. The circle right here, watching the circle fill up, or by listening to the sound cue. It makes a little sound cue, a little sound cue. You can try and do that. So it makes a charging up sound when you're whining. You should be able to hear it. Watch me go in again. You hear that sound that's coming up? So look, you go in the music box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See? Or I stopped at 6, but it was somewhat of 6 and 7. I do that like every time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See? And then Office Animatronic. I flash for a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? I checked. Nobody was there. Okay. Foxy. I'm sure he's one of the biggest deals. Foxy's like a sandwich. All right? Think of Foxy as the bread between the sandwich. Foxy is the beginning and the end of things. All right? Everything else in between, the meat, the lettuce, the cheese, all that, that's the other stuff. Foxy, you literally have to flash him before you do anything else. Before and after you do anything else. So, for example, right after Withered Chica goes away, right after this Office Animatronic goes away, I'm going to flash. Listen. See? I flashed him right there. I'm winding up the music box. Nobody was there. Now, this is actually another thing. When nobody is there, this is what you should always do. See? Nobody was there. I got rid of Golden Freddy there. You should always put down your mask, by the way. I know you know that. And so when no one's there, you check every vent. You check the vent, the hallways, and all that. And you flash. Now, Foxy may not be down there, but he actually is. I heard that they didn't put enough images or PNGs when making the game for like everyone down to be down the hallway, because this is the max game mode, so everyone will be down the hallway. So Foxy, he is in that hallway, even though it doesn't look like it. He is, because he will kill you sometimes, even when you don't see anything down the hallway. He is. Foxy's always there. Foxy's actually a menace in this game mode. Now, so why did I put down my mask here? I did that for Mango. Reason why I did that too is because Toy Chica was in the event, you see. She was, right? Yeah. Now, this is good. Now, this is another tip. When Mango is in the vent, all you got to do is just wait for that sound cue to go away. That's why Mango's easy. When Mango goes away, you do not need to check the vents. Notice how I didn't check the vents, but I flashed Foxy. See? Look, you may not notice that I flashed Foxy, but I did. Now, sometimes the hallway will go black. Normally, when the hallway goes black and you're flashing, people always think that the flashlight does not work. This is not true. The flashlight does work even when the hallway goes black. You are still flashing Foxy. When the hallway goes black, it means animatronics are moving. Animatronics only move in the dark. Keep that in mind. They didn't animate them moving in the light. Otherwise, this game would be a lot more popular. So, always flash the hallway, even when it goes dark. Flash it just the amount of times. Now, see? I didn't check the vents. I didn't do any of that. I just flashed. With it, the office animatronic attacks, I flashed Foxy a bunch. If you're wondering how many times I flashed Foxy a bunch, that we can count that actually. We can count that. We gotta do it in a hallway where it actually shows though. Okay, right here. Right here. At speed is now at 0.25. We're going to count how many times I flash Foxy. This is possibly the average amount of times I flash him. So do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh. Let me see. I take it off. I do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, averagely, it looks like I do it 5 times or 6 times. Let's see. This is another example. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do it like I thought before. I did it a lot. Seems like I'm doing it very small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, yeah. See, averagely, that's like the average amount of times that I flash Foxy. That's the average amount of times that I do it. I would do like 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I would check the vent on 4, then continue flashing them on 5 and 6. Or I would do 1, 2, 3, 4, check the vent on 5, then flash them on 6. So the average amount of times you should be flashing Foxy is 5 to 6 times in between anything. So remember, it's the bread. So that's what you're going to need to do before and after you do anything. Now, there is one special thing though that I need to say. We're going to jump to the next hardest part, which is Toy Bonnie. Toy Bonnie, he is notoriously hard to deal with. I think I figured out how to deal with him during this run, because I remember a couple other runs of like that I did before I actually beat this. I was trying the same little strat. Toy Bonnie wasn't really bothering me as much, but I still lost because of bad RNG. Now remember, you're not really gonna win this game with these strats alone. It's majority of it's just gonna be luck. And I've never done a tutorial video like this before. So let me go in the comments. This is actually a really good tip. Let's watch it. Okay. See how I recovered from that and I lived? This is what happened. Let's go back a bit. So I'm doing my usual. I hear Mangle. Now this is another strat that you can do. An officer animatronic attacks me while I'm hearing Mangle. And so what I did, the mistake that I did is I forgot to wait. What is it? 5.75 seconds? What is it? I think it's that. It's wait. It's 3/4 of 5 seconds. It's 3/4 after 5 seconds. I forgot. But and see, I didn't wait that extra little couple of seconds to get rid of Mangle. And that's what messed me up. But in the midst of doing that, I flashed Foxy just for a bit and stalled him off. But then this is what kills me. Toy Bonnie actually attacks. Now that's actually kind of good that he attacked at the same time as Mangle, because I killed off 2 birds with 1 stone. But then you see that the music box is lighting up red. Now, when that happens, do not panic. Do not immediately go and run with the music box. What I mean is, remember, Foxy is the bread before and after everything, no matter what. You need to flash Foxy. I flashed Foxy just a little bit. Listen. See? And then I go wind it to music box. Now you're wondering, but how? How did you wind it up? Because normally I will wind it up and then the music box will still go away and he'll kill me. Look at what I did when I wind it up. See? I have my light shined on the puppet. When you have your light shined on any animatronic, they do not move. It does not just work for Foxy. The light is only to just hold off Foxy, but for every other animatronic, they don't move. Remember, they move in the dark. See how the puppet is rising up when it was blinking red? Normally, when you would do that, when you will go wind, like panicking in this mode, and you're wondering like, how am I still losing? He's actually rising up out of the music box secretly. The puppet cheats you out. Like I said, this game is just majority of luck and it's unfair. The puppet will cheat you out, but I shine my flashlight on. So sometimes when you are in this little situation, when you're in this little pickle where you make a mistake and the music box is flashing red, do not panic. Try not to panic. I'll say this. Try not to panic. Try and keep your composure. Flash Foxy just for a bit, like how I did. Even though you didn't see it, you can damn well hear it. Let me even turn up the volume. See? Make that little sound cue. And then wind up while also holding your flashlight on the puppet. Wind up your little ticks. That's what I did as well. You gotta like keep a lot of stuff in mind. But I will say majority of this is muscle memory. When you do your 7 ticks, when you flash Foxy before and everything, when you make the sandwich out of it, when you shine your flashlight on the puppet when he's blinking red, it will become muscle memory. So do not worry being like, I can't get the skills as you, because you can get the skills as me. You can. This actually becomes muscle memory. But like, it's kind of like blinking. Your body does it automatically. You will do majority of these tips automatically. But see, now that he's in a good spot, you don't need to keep your flashlight on the puppy anymore. Even though he's still risen up, he's frozen in that state. He is frozen in that state. Like, I caught him and I froze him there. But he didn't go down, see? He is just frozen in that state. This is, me flashing him is still just a bit of fear because I see it blink a bit. But I say to normally shine your flashlight on the puppet when it's blinking red, not when it's orange. When it's orange, you're fine. But see, I still wind up my 7 ticks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do not mind how the circle goes up. Pay attention to the sound. Remember that. Listen. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See? Office animatronic. 1, 2, 3. There you go. See how I'm getting in the rhythm? I freaked out right there because I put on my thing. Now, normally when that happens, that's actually pretty good. When nobody is there, that gives you extra time to wind up the music box. So you have to take advantage of that. And you have to wind up some more ticks. So sometimes you'll get lucky and the game will give you a break. See? And then I wind up a bit more. That's really good. Now it is your job to keep it there. See? Mango's there. See? Now, I actually corrected myself. See, earlier, when Toy Freddy attacked, what did I do? I didn't wait that little bit extra seconds. But then, in the future, when I corrected myself and Toy Freddy attacked, there, I waited. If you're wondering on how to wait it, I saw this in a Reddit comment, I think, or a YouTube comment, or it was a YouTube video. I think it was FNAF Families. I don't know. One way you can wait the 5.75 seconds is when you see the fan. You see how the fan went? It was like right when Mango went away as well. So somewhat like that. That's more of a safe bet. It probably was a little bit before, but that is your safe bet on doing it so that you can hit it almost every time. You gotta almost go above it a bit. Almost gotta do 6 seconds. Sometimes you'll do 6 seconds, which is alright. And also a bit spooky, but I don't think you'll get punished for waiting an extra second. Sometimes you will. Like, remember, this game is majority of luck. So look, I got rid of the Van animatronic. Normally, when that happens, now this is a now. Let me say this again. I need to go back over this. Mangled is a vent animatronic. He takes the same amount of time to get rid of as Toy Chica and Balloon Boy. So in doing that, and you hear Mango going away, you do not need to check the vent again. I don't know why I did that. I did that because of muscle memory. Remember, it's like Blinky. I did that because of muscle memory. By the way, if you're worrying about your flashlight, I don't think you have much to worry about, even though it's like 2 a.m. in this run. I don't know how I stretched it out. I got lucky with the flashlight usage. I'll say that. With the flashlight usage, I got lucky. And like, it's not like randomly generated like the game will do that. It was literally me. It was literally me. I don't know what I did, but I know you watching this, you would do way better. You would probably have 3 lights or 4 lights at 2 a.m. Now, if it's like that and you're still alive, you are on the right track. You are doing good, especially if you're still following these tips. So, remember, I got rid of the vent by waiting the thing, which means I don't need to check the other vents. I immediately flash Foxy, then I go to wine, and then I just keep repeating the process. I do it again, see? And then I wait in the vent just a little bit. I wait and see. Sometimes you check the vents. Now, I did do that out of fear, I will admit, because I've lost so much. Now, I imagine you watching this, you're still gonna check the vents even after you waited. See, just like how I kind of do. You're still gonna check the vents, probably gonna check both, and that's okay. It's better to be safe than sorry. But majority of the times, you're gonna have to play with confidence and realize that you'll be fine. This is also very good because I didn't realize Toy Bonnie was there. That kills off 2 birds with 1 stone. So let me go back in the comments because there's probably another tip. Let's watch. Let's watch. Now this is for the van animatronics that don't really, do anything to let you know that they're gone, except for the vent sound cue. And that could get jumbled up in your head sometimes. So for vent animatronics like Balloon Boy and Chica, when it's just them, it takes them 5 seconds to go away. So what I mean by that is, you're human. Nobody's perfect. You can't count a perfect 5 seconds. So you're gonna need to start off by 0 or say go like I did. Or you can count up to 6 if you want. It's technically 5 seconds, but it makes you think it's 6 seconds, and that could throw you off. But I recommend starting off with 0 like how I did. Now, like that. Boom. See how she's gone just like that? I technically counted like 6 seconds basically by starting off with go, because I'm human, I'm not perfect. I can't count a perfect 5, but that helps you a lot. Another thing is, before I put on my mask, I flash Foxy again. When you see a vent animatronic after flashing Foxy, do not immediately put on your mask. Flash Foxy again, but I recommend only doing that for when you see Mangle, Toy Chica, and Balloon Boy. I'm going to get to Toy Bonnie in a second. I'm sorry. So remember, Foxy's a sandwich. I flashed him like a bunch during this time, so I was pretty much good. And look, my flashlight power was like at 1. I do not know how I beat this. I beat this with skill. I'm not skilled. Luck. Oh, now it's 4 a.m. So let's get to Toy Bonnie. So look. If you're wondering if I got lucky or not, you would probably be correct. Yes, I probably got lucky, but I also applied a small little strat that I did throughout the rest of the run whenever I encountered Toy Bonnie. Just Toy Bonnie, by the way. Whenever I just encountered Toy Bonnie in the vent. This is a little strat I did. So look. Hold up. Oops. I'm doing my winding. Oh, I'm doing my winding. I wind again. I come out. I flash Foxy. I noticed Toy Bonnie out the corner of my eye because he's bigger and blue. So he's right there. When you see Toy Bonnie in your event, do not immediately put on your mask. Duh. And two, do not flash Foxy up to 5 and 6 times. Flash Foxy like up to 11 to 18 times. So the hallway doesn't flash here, but every time I encounter Toy Bonnie, I flash Foxy way more than I should. Okay, I flash him way more than I normally should. That's probably I'm shocked. That's probably what killed my battery right here. Is the amount of times that I flashed him. So look, I'm gonna play this again. Listen to how many times I flashed Foxy. You see that? And then it works. A quick tip that I learned through YouTube surfing when I was trying to beat this. Toy Bonnie, when he appears in your event, the second you see him, a random timer starts. So it's random. It's basically his attack number. Remember, when that random timer, what I'm getting at is when that random timer goes out, that's his kill marker. That's when he is going to kill you. It's random. You cannot predict it. Now, during this randomness, as it's counting down, you could use this time to flash Foxy a shit ton. Because when you automatically put on your mask, Toy Bonnie sometimes does not attack immediately. So during that, you should let Toy Bonnie's kill timer run out. It's weird. You should let it run out and flash Foxy a shit ton. So that when you immediately put on a mask, that's him trying to go for his kill, but the game registers as like, oh, his mask is on. I can't kill him, so I'll just play the animation. So this is what you want to do. See, you flash Foxy. Okay, look. So I know it's Toy Bonnie, flash, and then I flash way even more. And that's when Toy Bonnie attacks. I did that because I wanted his kill time to go down. I don't. Now, the reason why I'm saying now you may think, okay, but what about the music box? Music box is going to run out. Look, if you are consistent with your 7 ticks, you will constantly be in a state of where, like, see how I wind it up 7 times. Now imagine, like, it's probably not gonna be like that. And remember, you're human. It's not gonna be perfect. Like, I'm going to get attacked by Office Animatronic again, and then I get rid of Mango because I wait and see the fan. I don't need to check the vent, by the way, but I did that anyways because I was scared. Then I flash Foxy, and then see, look, it's just as where it was before when I had flashed when I had gotten rid of Toy Bonnie and then flashed Foxy. Now the music bots. Now sometimes it's not always gonna be like that. Sometimes it's gonna be in other situations. Sometimes it's gonna be further. Sometimes you're gonna have less time. Now it's very important because Foxy, Toy Bonnie, and the puppet are literally like the 3 biggest issues in this map. So you're gonna have to, if you want to deal with a big issue, you're really going to have to put in a lot more effort and a lot more expense into those big threats. I was dealing with the big 3 in that moment. Now let's use this little example. Let's use this little example of what happens. I see Toy Bonnie. Let's just say I didn't flash Foxy as much as I did here. And you see how oh shit. Oh my god. You see how I have the mask on? Let's just say I didn't flash Foxy as much as I did when I saw Toy Bonnie. I would be hanging in this mask for like probably 2 or 3 seconds, or possibly 5 or 4. And those amount of seconds could have gone to Foxy. And then let's just say then Toy Bonnie attacks. By the time his attack is over, Foxy's kill timer would either kill me the second this animation is over, or I wouldn't have enough time to what's it called? to wind up the music box. Like I would like regularly flash Foxy and then go wind up the music box, but in reality, that would still probably kill me. So what you should do is this. So yeah, more of the story, you see Toy Bonnie flash Foxy a lot. Then right before you put on your mask, you flash him a lot, like right here. Flash him way more than you normally do. Then put on your mask. That's when his kill timer runs out. That's when he does his animation. And then since you flash Foxy so much, his kill timer is basically pushed back. Then you flash him just a little bit more. Do not check the vents. And then you go wind. You wind your 7 ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, what if you get interrupted? Just like that. Sometimes you'll get interrupted. When that happens, you just stick with your normal routine. You can check the vents, flash Foxy just a little bit like I normally did right there. Oh, this is actually a good example. This is actually a good example for going back to how many times you flash Foxy. Wait your 5.75 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did like 6 or 7 times or 5 times. I did a lot right there. Now, when that happens, you have to pray that another office animatronic doesn't attack you, because sometimes you can get unlucky with them. But they're pretty consistent in a way, because they always attack when you're done winding up the music box. So that's why I say you don't really have to worry about them as much. Sometimes you might get really unlucky and they'll interrupt you during the music box. If that happens, that's just like a little curveball that you're gonna have to jump over or try and like focus. It's basically like just getting a tap on your shoulder when you're really focused. You just gotta get back in that focus, get back in that routine. You might have to change up your routine just a bit, but you can get back in focus when that happens, and you'll be all right. Averagely, you want to flash Foxy, like I said, like five to eight times probably. Try 5 to 8 times regularly during your regular sandwich making. When you're making the sandwich, flash Foxy averagely the 5 to 8 times. If you keep dying when you keep doing 5 times, move it up to 6. If you keep dying when you're doing it 6 times, move it up to 7. If you find out like there's no way at a certain point, there's no way you'll keep dying to Foxy if you're averagely flashing him, if you're averagely pressing the flashing button like 6 to 7 to 8 times. There's no way you would be dying to Foxy if like every time you did your little sandwich method and it was like 6 to 7 flashes each time you did something, each time before and after you did something. There's no way that you would keep dying to Foxy. Toy Bonnie's. Oh, this is perfect. Balloon Boy. Look. Another example, and guess what? Balloon Boy's not there. He's not. Oh no, he's not laughing. I thought he was laughing. That was just his little laugh. He's not. That's funny though that he laughed right after that. That's so funny. But see, this is perfect. So overview. Let's clear this up. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Toy Freddy. You really do not need to worry about them as much. They are, honest to God, not that big of a deal. They really aren't. They're like a basic 5. In terms of difficulty, they're more like a 10 in difficulty. They really are. Really don't need to worry about them as much. They basically attack every time you exit out the camera. So always put on your mask when you come out the camera. You know that. Before and after you do anything, always flash Foxy. Foxy, straight up 20. He is going to be fucking hard. He's probably going to be one of your biggest enemies. So remember, Foxy is the bread. Before and after you do anything, flash. For the love of God, flash before and after you do anything. I cannot stress this enough. When Balloon Boy or Toy Chica are in the vent, by the way, when Balloon Boy or Toy Chica are in the vent, just do your regular flashes. For Toy Bonnie, it's only when you need to flash like obnoxiously. When Balloon Boy and Toy Chica are in the vent, do your regular flashes like you would do with Foxy, then put on your mask. Remember, when Balloon Boy and Toy Chica are in the vent, count to 6 or start off counting with 0. I know you don't start off counting with 0, but they take 5 seconds to get rid of, not 6 seconds. So that's why I recommend you say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do that, they will go away if you do it consistently, just like how I just said it, or just like in my video. Mango is really fucking easy. Going to Freddy is very easy. You don't need to deal with him. If you die to him, it's just a little mistake that you did. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You go to Freddy. When he appears in your office, you put on a mask. When he appears in the hallway, you stop flashing. You stop you actually now you have to stop flashing, then go back in the camera, then go out. That most likely won't get you killed. Do not worry, unless there's a vent animatronic, you will be fine. Go to Freddy, most times he won't really be that much of a nuisance. In fact, he's not really that big of a deal. If he so happens to become a nuisance, tell me. Just tell me about it. I'll reply to you in the comments. I will reply. He's not that much. I would give him about a 5. Mango's very easy. Mango's very easy. It's just like Golden Freddy level, honestly. There's literally no reason there's no reason really why you should die from Mango. If anything, when Mango is in your vent, if anything, he's kind of basically giving you a freebie here. He's giving you a freebie by letting you know he's there. So when he's there and if he appears while you're in the camera and you hear him, you don't need to immediately go out the camera and put on your mask. What you need to do is wind your 7 ticks. Like I said, I went over this. You do the 7. You wind it up to the sound cue. You hear the sound cue 7 times. Then you go out. You put on your mask. You get rid of these guys. And then what's it called? Immediately after you get rid of them, you wait 5.75 seconds. You'll be fine. But what if I die to Foxy? You most likely won't, depending on how consistent you were with flashing. But if you do, that's just unlucky. Remember, like I said, this game mode is very unlucky and very unfair. Also, these guys are about like a good 15, honestly. These guys are about a good 15. Like, realistically, this is like probably their difficulty level, realistically. I'm probably over exaggerating for Mango a bit. I don't know. For Mango Golden Freddy, but that's realistically their difficulty bit. So if you're consistent with your flashing, you most likely won't die after waiting the 5.75 seconds. Then you'll get rid of event animatronics, and there's no reason for you to check event, especially if Mango is there. If you get rid of Mango while an office animatronic attacks, you do not need to check the vents. You do not need to check the vents. You don't need to do that. You just go wine. Then after you go wine, let's say you come across Toy Bonnie. What happens when you come across Toy Bonnie? What did I say? You flash Foxy way more than you normally do. You flash Foxy like up to 15 times. Because you're doing that to wait out Toy Bonnie's kill timer. Then you put on a mask. Toy Bonnie will attack. The music box will be flashing, but remember, you can hold the flash while winding up the music box. You can hold it and install the puppet. You can do that. Who else? I think I covered basically everything. Good luck. You are really going to need it. Remember, 60% luck, 40% skill. I pray you beat this. I hope this video has become useful to you. Good luck, and give them hell.